Felidae is the family of mammals in the order Carnivora, colloquially referred to as cats. A member of this family is also called a felid. The term cat refers both to felids in general and specifically to the domestic cat, Felis catus. The 41 Felidae species exhibit the most diversity in fur patterns of all terrestrial carnivores. Cats have retractile claws, slender muscular bodies, and strong flexible forelimbs. Their teeth and facial muscles allow for a powerful bite. They are all obligate carnivores, and most are solitary predators ambushing or stalking their prey. Wild cats occur in Africa, Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Some wild cat species are adapted to forest habitats, some to arid environments, and a few also to wetlands and mountainous terrain. Their activity patterns range from nocturnal and crepuscular to diurnal, depending on their preferred prey species. Reginald Innes Pocock divided the extant Felidae into 3 subfamilies: the Pantherinae, the Felinae, and the Acinonychinae, differing from each other by the ossification of the hyoid apparatus and by the cutaneous sheaths which protect their claws. This concept has been revised following developments in molecular biology and techniques for analysis of morphological data. Today, the living Felidae are divided in 2 subfamilies, the Pantherinae and Felinae, with the Acinonychinae subsumed into the latter. Pantherinae includes 5 Panthera and 2 Neofelis species, while Felinae includes the other 34 species in 10 genera. The first cats emerged during the Oligocene about 25 million years ago, with the appearance of Proilurus and Pseudalurus. The latter species complex was ancestral to 2 main lines of felids, the cats in the extant subfamilies and a group of extinct cats of the subfamily Machaerodontidae, which include the saber-toothed cats such as Smilodon. The false saber-toothed cats, the Barbarophilidae and Nimravidae, are not true cats, but are closely related. Together with the Felidae, Vivaridae, hyenas, and mongooses, they constitute the Feliformia. All members of the cat family have the following characteristics in common. They are digitigrade, have 5 toes on their forefeet and 4 on their hind feet. Their curved claws are protractile and attached to the terminal bones of the toe with ligaments and tendons. The claws are guarded by cutaneous sheaths, except in the acinonyx. The plantar pads of both fore and hind feet form compact 3-lobed cushions. They actively protract the claws by contracting muscles in the toe, and they passively retract them. The dewclaws are expanded but do not protract. They have lithe and flexible bodies with muscular limbs. Their skull is foreshortened with a rounded profile and large orbits. Their tongue is covered with horn-like papillae, which rasp meat from prey and aid in grooming. Their nose projects slightly beyond the lower jaw. Their eyes are relatively large, situated to provide binocular vision. Their night vision is especially good due to the presence of a tapetum lucidum, which reflects light back inside the eyeball, and gives felid eyes their distinctive shine. As a result, the eyes of felids are about 6 times more light-sensitive than those of humans, and many species are at least partially nocturnal. The retina of felids also contains a relatively high proportion of rod cells, adapted for distinguishing moving objects in conditions of dim light, which are complemented by the presence of cone cells for sensing color during the day. They have well-developed and highly sensitive whiskers above the eyes, on the cheeks, on the muzzle, but not below the chin. Whiskers help to navigate in the dark and to capture and hold prey. Their external ears are large and especially sensitive to high-frequency sounds in the smaller cat species. This sensitivity allows them to locate small rodent prey. The penis is subconical, facing backward when not erect. The baculum is small or vestigial, and shorter than in the canidae. Felids have a vomeronasal organ in the roof of the mouth, allowing them to taste the air. The use of this organ is associated with the Fleeman response. They cannot detect the sweetness of sugar, as they lack the sweet taste receptor. They share a broadly similar set of vocalizations, but with some variation between species. In particular, the pitch of calls varies, with larger species producing deeper sounds. Overall, the frequency of felid calls ranges between 50 and 10,000 Hz. The standard sounds made by all felids include meowing, spitting, hissing, snarling, and growling. Meowing is the main contact sound, whereas the others signify an aggressive motivation. They can purr during both phases of respiration, though pantherine cats seem to purr only during estrus and copulation, and as cubs when suckling. Purring is generally a low-pitched sound of less than 2 kHz and mixed with other vocalization types during the expiratory phase. The ability to roar comes from an elongated and specially adapted larynx and hyoid apparatus. When air passes through the larynx on the way from the lungs, the cartilage walls of the larynx vibrate, producing sound. Only lions, leopards, tigers, and jaguars are truly able to roar, although the loudest mews of snow leopards have a similar, if less structured, sound. The color, length, and density of their fur is very diverse. Fur color covers the gamut from white to black, and fur pattern from distinctive small spots, stripes to small blotches and rosettes. Most cat species are born with a spotted fur, except the jaguarundi, Herpalurus jaguarundi, Asian golden cat, Catapuma temminki, and caracal. The spotted fur of lion, Panthera leo, and cougar, Puma concolor, cubs change to a uniform fur during their ontogeny. Those living in cold environments have thick fur with long hair, like the snow leopard, Panthera uncia, and the Pallas's cat, Otocolobus manule. Those living in tropical and hot climate zones have short fur. Several species exhibit melanism with all black individuals. In the great majority of cat species, the tail is between a third and a half of the body length, although with some exceptions, like the lynx species and margay, Leopardus weedi. Cat species vary greatly in body and skull sizes and weights. The largest cat species is the tiger, Panthera tigris, with a head-to-body length of up to 390 centimeters, 150 in, a weight range of at least 65 to 325 kilograms, 143 to 717 pounds, and a skull length ranging from 316 to 413 millimeters, 12.4 to 16.3 in. Although the maximum skull length of a lion is slightly greater at 419 millimeters, 16.5 in, it is generally smaller in head-to-body length than the former. Smallest cat species are the rusty spotted cat, Prionalurus rubiginosus, and the black-footed cat, Felis nigripes. The former is 35 to 48 centimeters, 14 to 19 in length and weighs 0.9 to 1.6 kilograms, 2.0 to 3.5 pounds. The latter has a head-to-body length of 36.7 to 43.3 centimeters, 14.4 to 17.0 in, and a maximum recorded weight of 2.45 kilograms, 5.4 pounds. Most cat species have a haploid number of 18 or 19.